beautiful weather outside for going for a morning run, which I'm gonna have to do pretty much every day for the next 2 or 3 weeks in order to get ready for this half marathon, because I have never ran a marathon before in my life, and I'm not a runner, so I can barely run 3 miles without wanting to pass out. Also, AirPods randomly started working the other day. If you've watched my channel for a while, my AirPods got soaked in coffee in a cup holder and stopped working, but now for some reason they work again. There's just a slight ringing in the right ear. But if you haven't watched my channel before, maybe you don't know about my AirPods. My name is Ryan. I live in the back of my self-converted van. I've done so for the last 2 years full time. Currently I am on a very elongated road trip up to Alaska, and last night we were stealth camping at the beach in California. So the good thing about small beach towns like the one that I am currently camping in is that everything is walkable. The town has a laundromat, it has a grocery store, it has bars, it has coffee shops, it has basically everything I would need within walking distance, so I never have to move my campsite. And it's typically super quiet and super easy to find a parking spot. But the only thing that it typically doesn't have is a place to shower, because usually there's no Planet Fitness. But usually they'll have some sort of outdoor shower like this beach has over there, and typically I'll just use those. But yesterday I wasn't really feeling a cold shower because it's not really that hot out at the beach yet, it's still kind of cold. So I walked over to the campground that is basically right next to me to the main office and asked if they had any kind of hot showers that I could use. And they said, yeah, they just sell tokens for $1 for 5 minutes. So I went over there and I did that. So I had a nice hot shower yesterday, and I'm about to go take another one right now because I smell nasty. Let's go get clean. There also is a train that drives by up there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it does have to honk its horn every time it crosses a crossing, so it honks its horn right up there. But it doesn't really run too late, so it's really not that big of a deal. This is a nice little campground down here too. It's right next to town. Can I just get 5 shower tokens? Alrighty, token secured. Time to take a nice hot shower. There we go. For being outdoors at a campground, it's actually not the worst. Definitely has some prison shower vibes, but at least it's warm. And basically the way it works is you take one of these tokens, pop it in this token slot, which I'm not gonna do right now, because once you pop this in, this gives you 2 minutes, and every 2 minutes you gotta pop in a new one to keep the water going. So I don't start putting them in until I'm really ready to go, but I'm gonna get myself showered and I'll catch you guys on the other side. There we go. Much better. So contrary to popular belief, I do actually have some friends, and I do enjoy hanging out with other people. It's just most of the time this kind of lifestyle doesn't really lend itself to making a lot of new friends, at least friends that last, because I'm constantly on the move and other people who live this lifestyle are also constantly on the move, so it's just tough. But today, I am going to meet up with some of my friends that also live in their van, or used to live in their van. Now they live in a truck with their 2 dogs, and they texted me the other day and said that they were camping at this spot a couple hours away and wanted to meet up today. So now that we're all exercised, showered, and ready to go, I'm gonna be driving about 2.5 hours because I gotta make a pit stop along the way to pick up some groceries for dinner tonight. But I am heading over to Lancaster, California. Lancaster, however you say it, to meet up with my friends and do some camping, because right now is the peak of the Superbloom and the Antelope Valley is supposed to be one of the best places to view it. So I'm going to meet up with them. We're gonna check out the Superbloom and check out their camping setup, because it's 2 people living in the back of a truck with 2 dogs. So I'm kind of interested to see how they make that work, because I actually haven't seen their new setup yet. And then tonight I'm making drunken noodles for all of us, since I'm the only one with a full 3-burner stove and an oven, so it's a little bit easier for me to cook. So I am kind of running a bit behind schedule, so I don't think I'm gonna cook myself any breakfast in the van today. I'm just gonna kind of pick it up on my way to the grocery store. So let's hit the road. I also love this street. I think it looks so cool, lined by the palm trees with the mountains in the background. Very nice. So since we're making drunken noodles tonight for dinner, if any of you have ever had it before, you know that typically that dish has those thick kind of rice noodles, which you really can't find in a normal grocery store. I looked up a couple before coming out here, and I think This place should have them. It's an Asian food market. They should have everything I need to pick up for this recipe. All right. There we go. All right, so sadly they didn't have everything we needed. We got most of the stuff. We got to stop by another grocery store and pick up some more stuff. And then we're heading out to see the Superbloom. Onward.
Welcome, 40.
All right, we've got everything we need. Let's hit the road. Alright, so this is it up here. I don't know if you can see the orange flowers and the yellow flowers up on that hill over there, but it is unbelievably packed because it's Saturday, so there is a ton of people here, as you can see. I'm gonna go try to find somewhere that is maybe less packed, but I don't know. We're still waiting for my friend Mark to get here, so we might just find somewhere to park, wait for him, and then go figure out where we're gonna go. So many flowers. I can already feel my allergies starting to kick up. There's so many flowers out here. All right, so I think for now, I'm just gonna pull off and take a spot right here where it's a little bit less crowded than that kind of main area over there, because dealing with all those people just does not seem fun. So now I'm just gonna kind of sit here and wait for my friend to show up, and then we're gonna go check out those big flowery fields. But the benefit of having this van is now, since I'm just waiting for my friend to show up, I don't just have to sit in the car. I can go lay down in bed and wait. So I think I'm just gonna lay here for 15 minutes and wait for them, and I'll check in with you guys once they get here. So it's been about 20 minutes. My friends, I think, just pulled up. They just texted me. I think that's them over there, so I gotta get myself turned around somehow. I guess we'll see. This road is crazy busy right now. This is my world. You're just living in it. All right, so we had to stop traffic a little bit, but we got ourselves turned around, and now following my friend Mark, who's taking us to some spot that he was at a little bit earlier to go hang out amongst the beautiful poppies. All right. So this is where we're going. Out into the fields of poppy. A little bit sandy out here. What's up?
This guy, big vlogger.
How's it going?
Good to see you, man.
You too.
How's it going?
How's it going? Yeah, we're really bad. Is this where you were before?
It's a free for
Hey,
all.
puppies.
Hello.
Which is kind of
People are just,
dragging
they're just out here destroying the poppies.
Crazy.
What do you think?
And then
Is that a GoPro?
Yeah, just a GoPro.
GoPro. Oh, I can see myself. Hey, vlog.
But yeah, we got found a campsite like 20 minutes away that's like up in the, I think it's over somewhere over there, but
Is it in the poppies?
no.
Okay.
I don't think you can camp anywhere in the poppies because it's a
Okay.
reserve.
Yeah.
Well, you have to give me a tour of the little trunk camper setup you got later tonight when we get to our campsite.
There's no tour to camp. But
So how's it been camping with 2 people and 2 dogs
it's been
in a
great.
truck?
Absolutely great.
Oh, I love it.
What's your rating? 1 out of 10, babe.
Oh, 1.
For those of you guys who don't know,
Done.
they used to live in a van, but then they sold it, and now they live in a truck.
I mean, we can get more places,
Yeah.
so that's good. But the sleeping situation, we're still figuring that out.
So essentially, out here in these expanses of poppies, they extend all the way up there in the hills, and then there's some thicker patches down there. There's just all these sporadic dusty dirt roads that kind of are just chaotic, that people just come driving down from both directions and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It feels like there should be some sort of regulations for which direction you should be driving on these roads, but there's not. But they're about to go out and film some TikTok videos for their channels. I also thought you weren't supposed to step on the poppies or go out into the fields at all, but there's people pushing strollers and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's like the wild, wild west of flowers out here. But I will say they are very beautiful flowers, and they are just all over the place in here. I was looking stuff up online, and apparently this Superbloom isn't as good as it could be because of how much rain they got. So apparently these plants are very fickle, and the amount of rain that they get kind of depends on how good the Superbloom is. So if there's too little rain, it's not as good. If there's too much rain, it's not as good. And this year there was just too much rain, so I think online it said that the grasses kind of outcompeted all of these beautiful poppies, so they're not as thick as they could have been. But even though this isn't the biggest Superbloom out here, there are still some pretty thick patches of poppies out there. Very beautiful out here. All right, so I don't know if I ever said his name, but his name is Mark and his girlfriend Kate. They just drove off down that way to go see if they could find any cooler looking fields, but they're heading back now, and I think we're probably gonna head out of here to find ourselves a campsite for the night. Nothing up there?
Fat bus.
Nothing up there?
Yeah, because
Nothing up there
be
but a
glad
lot
you
of
didn't
tourists.
So is more packed up there?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys back at the campsite.
Here's your sunglasses.
You guys can just follow me.
All right, yeah, I'll follow you.
All right, so heading out of the poppy fields. We're gonna go find a campsite. It's only like 20 minutes away, so I will check in with you guys once we get there. We have made it back to a paved road onward to the campsite. So I think the spot that I'm gonna try to camp is right down this road down here, about a half a mile. So hopefully the roads aren't too bad down here. Ay, 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 these washboard roads. So we should be able to hopefully find a spot just right back in here where we can pull off. All right, so I let Mark go in front of me because he's got a nicer truck to check out this kind of sketchier looking road. And he said there's a good spot up there, so I'm just gonna pull up there. It's always nice pulling back into spots like this when you have a friend with you that's got a truck, because if I get stuck, he can pull me out. But yeah, this looks like a nice little spot. What's up, Bob? So it's just kind of on this field in the middle of all these Joshua trees. Out here in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, this is, I don't know if I've introduced you yet formally, but this is Mark, Kate,
Hello.
his girlfriend, and this is where they live.
Yeah.
You want to give us a quick tour?
This is where we sleep and keep all of our stuff, and that's the tour.
So it looks like they just got some foam mattresses, sleeping bags.
No,
and
we
then...
got a air mattress under there.
Oh, you blow that up?
Yeah, we gotta blow that
Oh,
up.
nice. So
Sleep.
basically you just take everything out of here, put it in the front, and then sleep back there when
Pretty
you
much.
sleep?
Pretty
Nice.
much. Simple concept.
And then the dogs sleep up in the front of the cab?
Yeah.
What's up, pups? You like truck life?
Truck life.
All right, I think I'm gonna get a set up camp. They're gonna set up their camp. Then I'm gonna start cooking dinner. All right, so we got everything set up. It's not really much, just kind of a pad and a chair, and then they've got their. Those are the largest camping chairs I've ever seen for such
They're
a
actually
small.
very
They're from
comfortable.
Target.
You should test it out.
Well, I don't doubt that they're comfortable. They just look
World's
super.
most comfortable.
Usually when you're camping, you look for the smallest chair you can get.
I know.
You guys got the biggest
We
you
got a
can
little
get.
extra room in the back, you know.
Well, we thought
They
we
do
were
look
only
comfy.
gonna be out here for.
Ooh, this is much nicer. Mine's tiny.
We sat in those. Remember?
Aren't
on the
these like
beach?
super?
I lost one in Sedona. But
Milo.
I'm gonna get started cooking dinner.
Can't wait.
Pad Thai on Ryan. Or no,
Tie on Ryan.
Drunken Noodles on Ryan. All right, so when I went to the store today and got the noodles for the Drunken Noodles tonight, I got these, and all the recipes online show like dry Drunken Noodles, and these are kind of wet, so I'm not really sure how to cook these. I think you just soak them in warm water. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so first things first, you gotta prep the ingredients. You would happen to have a cutting board, would you? No, it broke in half. I guess I could still use it. That would work, actually. I'll take a paper plate.
Okay, cool.
Basically, I'm just cutting these onions into slices.
Are they tagged?
The ants outside are attacking the dogs. And I'm just really rough cutting these. I don't really care how they look. And actually, that's the only ingredient that we really have to prep other than make the sauce. So this is a super easy recipe. And I think that's what I'm gonna do now, is make the sauce. 4.5 tablespoons of fish oyster sauce. 4.5 tablespoons of soy sauce. 3 teaspoons of sugar. And then 1.5 tablespoons of water. And that is our sauce. All right, so we've got our sauce, we've got our onions, and I just remembered that I actually do have to cut up this chicken too, but I think that's the last thing we gotta prep. And I did break my cutting board, but it's snapped in half somehow, so I can't use this anymore. And I don't want to cut meat on this cutting board, on this wooden cutting board. They gave me some paper plates to use. So that it's like,
So you don't have to cut it when you're like eating it?
yeah, almost so it's like strips.
This is great lighting right now.
No,
Yeah, you feel like that.
no.
All right, so we've got everything all prepped up. Chicken's done, onions done, dog photo shoot going on outside. And now I gotta prep these rice noodles. And I think I just need to soak these in warm water for like 10 minutes. And then we should be good to just kind of throw everything together in a pan and eat dinner. Do I have one?
Yeah, of course.
All right, this has been on there for about 3 minutes. I think it's warm enough. Soak these noodles. All right, so I think the noodles are finally done. I think I did something wrong because they took forever to soften. It's beautiful out here. What do you think, Mark?
Dude, what's better than this?
All right, so for next step of drunken noodles, I'm gonna heat some oil up in the wok. Get that nice and hot. For that I'm just using sesame oil for that. Once that gets hot, I'm gonna add some garlic and some chili. You're supposed to use Thai chili, but all I have are these spicy chili crisps, so that's what we're gonna use. All right, so I'm just gonna eyeball the garlic because it doesn't really matter. It's pretty hard to overdo garlic. And then just kind of 2 spoonfuls of this chili crisp. And then, now that we've let that cook up a little bit, we can add in those onions. Smells so good. And now that we got those onions nice and cooked up, we can add in the chicken. And then just a little bit of soy sauce and let that chicken cook. All right, so the chicken and onions are done cooking. Now it is time to add noodles. That's a lot of noodles. And they're all broken up because I don't think I cooked them right. And then on top of that, we can add in the sauce. And then I prepared some green onions off camera while I was waiting for this chicken to cook. And throw those in there too. Got to get this all mixed together, let it cook for like 2 minutes, and then we're eating. All right, I think that is just about done. Turn the heat off of that. And then the finishing touch, some fresh basil. And there we go. That is a finished drunken noodles, although 90% of the noodles are broken up into little pieces, but that's fine. All right, dinner is served. Oh, that looks so good.
Let's eat.
Desert dinner with the fam. Courtesy of Mr. Toomey.
I don't think it's that spicy at all, actually.
Oh, these are like real forks too. This is so nice.
It's actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Good?
10 out of 10.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's super good.
Nice camp dinner.
Yeah, not bad.
This is good.
Usually it's just me eating my food saying it's good, so
And then you like,
now I have some like
what do you do with all the
validation.
leftovers?
His food's actually good, guys. We can vouch.
What's good, buddy? You can't have any pad thai or drunken noodles. There we go. Successful day, hanging out with friends,
So good.
cooking good food. Boom.
Looking at
Cut
orange
to time
flowers.
lapse. instantaneously went out. Fire, no more. All right, so we just hung out by the campfire for a little bit. You guys probably can't see much. Actually, yeah, you can, because this beacon is on. But now we're going to bed because it is late and it is getting cold out. So before I go into the van, I'll show you guys how the truck lifers sleep.
It actually, it's not bad.
So this is what they're working with. You got what, an air mattress under here?
Yes, sir.
Air mattress, foam pads, and he's got a 4-foot truck bed, so they can only close this top part, and then he leaves the bottom part open and just sleeps with their legs hanging out. Little bear treats.
It works.
All right, I'll see you guys in the morning.
Sounds good. See you in the morning, bro.
Night. All right. So before we sat by the fire, I came into the van and like cleaned most of it up. So I got all the dinner trash and stuff cleaned up. Still a little bit of pad thai left. I might snack on that later. But it is getting late. It is already 10:30, so I think it's time for me to hit the hay. So I'm gonna get myself changed and get to bed, and I will check in with you guys in the morning.
Good morning. It's so crazy how around this time of year temperatures can fluctuate so much between day and night to where it's freezing cold in the middle of the night and then 80 degrees during the day. But looks like it is another beautiful day outside, and I just heard Mark knocking on my door, so I think they're up too.
Good morning, pups. Hey. How's it going? How'd you sleep?
Super cozy back here.
Yeah?
Kate's like half asleep.
Did you guys sleep well last night?
I slept great last night.
You guys hear, what were they? The
Coyotes?
coyote, yeah.
I don't think
Did you guys hear the coyotes last night?
I mean, you're pretty protected in that big metal box you got over there.
Yeah, I heard them. At first I thought it was your dogs like whining to go to like sleep or something. All right, I'm gonna go make myself some coffee.
You want to start boiling off some water?
Yeah, I'll boil it. I'll boil you guys some water. So I think all they have in terms of heating water up is a propane stovetop. So I'm just using my kettle to help them out, make things easier. All right, boiling water delivery. That'll be $10. Watch out, it might be hot. Then I'm just gonna make myself a cup in the Keurig. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. As always, I truly appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, think about clicking that subscribe button. It really does help out. And I think for breakfast this morning, I'm gonna let them try out the new breakfast spice that I'm developing. It's gonna be coming out in a couple months. If you wanna check that out, the link to that will be in the description. And yeah, truly appreciate you guys again. This is one of the most beautiful campsites I think I've stayed in, and I will catch you guys next time.